insofar as the community is concerned, including the community of doctors, we have to return back to our duty.
And the statements and the,
Lord, just
the
one
statements
sentence.
made of the
Just one
nature that we have placed before you.
I appear for the resident doctors
Only a
association
minute,
of.
my lord, let this thought. My lord, we are not against, my lord, and nobody should make any statement.
That's correct.
We have a statement of a sitting minister of the state of West Bengal
Lord.
saying that, no, not all, that's something very serious, that if anybody talks anything against our leader, his fingers will be chopped off.
Then I will read the leader of the opposition statement.
Go into it. Nobody should speak.
Bullets will be fired.
We would also expect,
Yes.
please don't politicize
Exactly.
So Bindu has said bullets will be fired.
the political spectrum.
Yes.
Parties have to realize, don't politicize.
That's
Exactly, my lord,
deeply
exactly.
The law
Simple.
will take its
Started by
course.
saying
Yes.
they
The
apply-
law will take its course, and we are ensuring that the law does take its course after a quick and efficient
Deeply
investigation.
applied.
We are expecting compliance with the assurance which is now given to the court that the doctors would join normal duties. Full stop. In the meantime, if any adverse action has been taken against any protesting doctor for protests which have been carried out prior to the date of this order, no coercive steps shall be taken on the basis of any action.
There is an order
concern,
of a college in Ujjain where my learned
But
friend
nothing hereafter, because now after
Not-
this order, everybody must
Yes,
doctors have been told
threatened for contempt.
not even to go on a token strike. My learned friend wants.
I just received a,
I'll tell you one thing, get back to work now. If any doctor is proceeded against for a protest which took place in the past, we have already said no coercive action will be taken.
this is for the future actually. We are saying
Right.
that we cannot go for the token
But
protest
you-
as.
No, but future now you must come back to duty.
The problem is
Can
that
we
if we,
say,
if
can we say as judges that we'll stand outside the Supreme Court? No,
Yes,
because
we seek permission from the
justice and medicine can't go on strike.
yeah,
Everybody has to come back.
to the proper measure, it should be done.
Lordship,
And
another
that's for the
aspect.
contempt.
Mullahs, just
Lordship, another aspect.
one second.
Look, first,
Strip.
look, first, establish before us next time that everybody has come back to work. Once we are satisfied that everybody has come back to work, please rest assured, we'll make sure that no adverse action is taken. What happened?
Mullahs, the other
one
thing is,
aspect
your
is-
lordships have taken now the status report on record and a separate affidavit on record. Now, Mullahs, the only thing is, and this is a request from everybody, that Mullahs, normalcy should try and be, Mullahs, the people should not take advantage of the situation. Normalcy should return, Mullahs, and we are
Yes, yes,
investigating.
stop
It's in
vandalism.
their hands now.
Everything is normal.
Responsible is in their hands now, the
If
investigation.
vandalism is stopped,
These
everything will
kind
be
of
normal.
statements,
Therefore, we have requested the doctors to come back to work.
yes, no statements, Mullahs,
The
that are being made of the
investigation is
nature.
going on.
Lordship.
The investigation is going on. We are assessing the status reports which are being filed in the course of the investigation. I think now, for the family, there's no question of normalcy because the family is deeply affected.
Correct.
But insofar as the community is concerned, including the community of doctors, we have to return back to our duty.
And the statements and the,
Lord, just
the
one
statements
sentence.
made of the
Just one
nature that we have placed before you.
I appear for the
But
resident doctors
Only a
association
minute,
of.
my lord, let this thought. My lord, we are not against, my lord, and nobody should make any statement.
That's correct.
We have a statement of a sitting minister of the state of West Bengal
Lord.
saying that, no, not all, that's something very serious, that if anybody talks anything against our leader, his fingers will be chopped off.
Mullah, then I will read the leader of the opposition statement.
Go into it. Nobody should speak.
Bullets will be fired. Bullets will be fired is what he said.
What we would also expect,
Yes.
please don't politicize. these
Exactly.
So Bindu has said bullets will be fired.
Across the political spectrum,
Yes.
parties have to realize, don't politicize.
That's
Exactly, my lord,
deeply
exactly.
The law
Simple.
will take its
Started by
course.
saying
Yes.
they
The
apply-
law will take its course, and we are ensuring that the law does take its course after a quick and efficient
Deeply
investigation.
applied. Deeply applied.
Second, we are also concerned about the welfare and safety of doctors for the future. We want to institutionalize this.
That's right.
Yes.
We are not just going to lay down guidelines. We are going to pass an enforceable direction that the recommendations of the task force will be implemented by the state governments or by hospitals under the
Deeply
authority of the union government.
Lord,
Lordship, there is
By
a
my
possibility of.
interruption, I prevented a political dialogue by giving this instance.
mine is not, just 10 seconds. We are grateful. I appear for the Resident Doctors Association of AIMS Delhi. We are grateful, Lordship's taken so much. What has happened is, we have taken a peaceful protest. FIR registered, I get the general secretary of the association. Now, as it is, emotions are running high. The office bearers are sensible. They're trying their best to convince the large body to get back to work. Now, these kind of FIRs, etc., sets back the process. Just tell them
Why
to hold their
don't
hands,
you do
Delhi
this?
police.
Why don't you do this? Ask the doctors at AIIMS Delhi also to
Yes.
get back to work. Insofar as the FIR and other things are concerned, we are seized of it. When we are seized of it, nothing is going to happen. You just,
Registered yesterday, my lord, general secretary accused
now
in the
tell us
FIR.
one thing, since when have you been abstaining from duties? Tell us, how long is it back?
From the time the incident, for last
So-
7 days, 7, 8
So
days.
the incident
Nine.
took place on the 9th.
Yes, my lord.
Right? Today we are now on the 22nd. Imagine 13 days doctors from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences don't go to work.
Absolutely. As an officer of the court, as lawyers, we've been talking to them after your lordship's taken suo motu cognizance. We've told them.
Democracy does not mean indiscipline.
I understand, but these FIRs aggravate, my
To
lord.
work.
Lordship understands the 1,500 doctors, office bearers are sensible. They are
Please
trying.
Tell the doctors
Yes.
that once they get back to work, we'll put it to the director. The director is a member of our task force.
Yes, my lord.
We put it to the director that all right, and we'll tell the police who are here before us. Nobody wants to pursue the doctors,
Yes, that's.
right?
But what happens is,
Eventually they have to get back to work. That's
let
it.
them just hold their hands till the lordship is. So FIR registered for a peaceful protest and after the last order, my lord.
But therefore, we have just said that no coercive steps will be
Yes.
taken, that we have already protected the doctors.
Yes,
But only
I
thing
understand.
now if they don't get back to work,
I understand. I completely will convey the sentiment.
May I just say, your lordships,
One submission, Lordship. One
Well,
submission, Lordship.
Nobody should say acid bombs will be used, this should be done, bullets will be fired. It's all wrong, my lord.
well, God knows, you have these kind of elements everywhere on all sides of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Now tell us, we don't know who has said that.
We've got the clips.
You have given that to us, but
Yes,
what is the idea?
and the leader of the opposition has done this.
My
my
lord,
lord. Leader of
I
the
am also
opposition.
getting, my lord, many things.
Quay home,
I-
there's a protective order. We can't lodge an FIR.
A responsible way of not placing it before the
Yes.
court.
Therefore,
It
we
is
have
to be
said
ignored,
that when we
not
said
to
that
be
peaceful
highlighted.
protesters will not be disturbed,
Yeah.
that is equally subject to compliance with the
Yes,
other requirements.
deeply.
It was
Lordship,
intimation to the district magistrate.
Lordship, may I say one thing, Lordship? Lordship, because of two investigating agencies are investigating, the vandalism is being investigated by the police and other side is investigated by the CBI. Lordship, there is an apprehension that conflict will be there. Lordship, because vandalism.
Don't worry about it. We are here to
I'll
resolve any
consider
conflict.
that
What is
aspect
here on
also
the next
while assessing, Lordship, because
Media trial also must be banned. Media spreading rumors, it is insulting the victim, my lord. Kindly stop.
We've already passed that order.
It is alleged.
it is one.
CB may not.
One more thing, if you stop filing all those publicity interest litigations that I come every day before this court, I think the media trial will stop. Constantly filing some PIL or the other before us. All right, we'll see.
Lordships, may I just finally say that this hearing has provided a healing touch to the doctors. The doctors who
Yes.
felt they had nobody to vent their grievance with. Your lordships have heard it so patiently, and there's a sense of satisfaction among the doctors that they felt that they now feel that they've finally been heard. So we would just like
Yes,
to thank your
we
lordships.
we
for this.
thank.
Lord, your lordships,
When-
on
when-
behalf
Aparajita, we have also said that today that the doctors will be heard by the committee. So
Yes,
let's
we
I
have
must tell you,
clarified that as
Lord,
well.
I must tell you, Lordship, my Lord, when,
change, my lords, we have.
Mr. Karan,
One
Mr.
suggestion,
Karan,
your lordship.
my Lord, when the secretary, my Lord, Secretary Health,
Yes.
Director General of Health Services came, they also shared this concern with that doctors are exposed to patients and patients' relatives, and their temper is also going high because doctors have their own duties, their own compulsions. The patients would expect something. So there is always a friction kind of a situation. So doctors are kind of more vulnerable. But this has really given a healing touch and an assurance coming from the highest court of the country that the highest court of the nation is looking after their interest.
Well, it
So
is
we
somebody, I
really
think, thank you, Mr.